Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Concordia St. Paul Golden Bears stream. I am your host slash caster, Skeptor, and I'm happy to be here, man. We're bringing some Star League play week 1. This will be the Concordia St. Paul Golden Bears taking on the University of Eastern Idaho Falcons, and we are getting right into it, folks. Golden Bears, maybe a little bit of a DC coming out as players on the blue team not moving off rip. Your Golden Bears, the team in orange, yeah, they only have 2 players, so this might be a restart here. Trying to get things figured out. Sorry about the delay. I think this is going to be going down as a restart, but like we said, this is week 1 of the Star League play. We can go over both teams' rosters here. Goosey, Chick Hicks, and Millimeter Peter being the players representing the side of CSP. And I'm excited to see how this matchup's going to play out. We got a little bit of a best-of-5 action going down tonight as players are rejoining the match, but the thing is the time is ticking away, so we're going to have to restart the game entirely, I believe. Yeah. Just back on out of here. We'll get things sorted out. Again, apologies, folks, but yeah, players were having all kinds of issues loading into the match at the beginning here. So as we get that kind of stuff sorted out, let's talk about, the Golden Bears. Week 1 of my casting for this squad. There's players on this team that have been with CSP for a little bit now. You can feature the captain, Goosey. He's been a leader amongst all the esports here. He's been a great help for CSP. And as we're getting loaded in, I hear that sound. That means we're trying to get back into game. Forbidden Temple being the map. It looks like we have 6 players, so we should be good to go. Yes, that is exactly what I like to see. 3 players on both sides. CSP on the orange, Eastern Idaho on the blue as we get right into kickoff. And a great start to things for Goosey, playing it into the corner. A nice setup pass out front. Great clear from the Fendi. Ooh, a nice follow-up shot as well, and that's going to find the back of the net early. Millimeter Peter starting things off with a bang to the side of Concordia St. Paul. A great touch there right over top of the goalie. And look at that sick goal celebration on top of it. You love to see it. 1-0 the way of CSP. Another great kickoff the way of Concordia. Really starting out with heavy pressure and a big save made by Cheeky RL. Harris trying to get this ball cleared out, but right now Concordia is keeping the pressure on this offensive zone. Production, press 9. Director camera is the best option for following Rocket League. Should bounce around a good amount and give us these up-close looks as well. Here we go. As we get into it now, Eastern Idaho trying to find somewhat of a rhythm, playing from the corner, and a nice save made by Goosey. Cleared out the midfield. Follow up from Cheeky, batted away by Chick Hicks. Yeah, Concordia got off to a really great start here, but things starting to slow down a little bit in the mid-game. Cheeky. Wishing he could have that one back. Nice takeaway from Goosey, playing it out front, but it's cleared away by the goalie. Now Ferris with an opportunity, bringing it all the way downfield, but it's knocked away by Millimeter Peter. What a great save made back at the doorstep. Ooh, and another big save made by Concordia St. Paul. Locking down their defensive zone and keeping that 1-goal lead as of right now. Hectic now, playing it from the midfield, trying to push forward, gets a nice demolition. And a good clear for Chick Hicks as Goosey trying to play it forward. Can't get the touch. A nice ball for the side of Concordia coming back out front. Millimeter Peter not going to get the touch he was looking for. Played off the back wall. Goosey on the follow-up, and he nails it. 2-0 lead, way of Concordia St. Paul. And what a nice follow-up. Beautiful play off the backboard from Chick Hicks and Goosey, getting the job done with that front left wheel. extending the lead to 2-0 now. 3:07 on the clock here. Game number 1 of this best of 5. And Concordia making the right moves so far. Good clear, batted back to the midfield. Opportunity for Eastern Idaho. Cleared away well by Chick Hicks. Dangerous ball coming up top of the Concordia goal. No follow-up just yet. The shot is there. It's high. Cleared away by Goosey. Great clear from the captain. Now going for an aerial play here. Nice flick shot. Won't find its mark. Harris bringing it back the other way, and that's going to be Eastern Idaho getting onto that scoreboard and starting to close that score lead. And a good look for the side of Concordia, but not able to find that finish. And that's what happens when you got nobody back on the defensive side of things. Eastern Idaho going to punish a little bit, but Concordia still in the lead. 2:35 left on the clock. That is half the game time, folks, and a nice face-off win for Goosey. Textic, they'll plan this back and quickly puts it out front. No teammates there to help him out. A good clear from Chick Hicks, denied at the midfield though. GPRL turning this one around. Not unless Millimeter Peter has something to say about it. Now gets past the defenders, going for goal. Save made by Textic. Good job getting back into the defensive zone. Goosey trying to play it off in the corner, getting pressured. Bringing it across the field now, taps it for himself. A little bit of a double tap. He keeps trying to make a play on it. Doesn't do much with it. A shot on goal, but not much behind it for Goosey. Ball at the midfield. Textic trying to push it forward. Gets denied once, though. Ball back to the corner. Harris with a good touch. Goosey to play it off now. Ooh, a good passing look. Textic goes for the goal. Can't find it. GPRL now playing it to the corner. And Eastern Idaho has definitely found a little bit more of a rhythm here in the mid-game. You know, struggling at the beginning, but starting to get a lot more opportunities now. CSP still with a 1-goal lead. Only a minute 20 left here in game number 1 as they try to hold on. Good ball into the corner, an opportunity now for CSP. A good clear for Ferris. Goosey, though. Pulling it up, playing it back out front. An opportunity, ball going towards the net, and it's cleared away by Ferris at the last moment. That would have been trouble for the side of Eastern Idaho. Only 1 minute left in a great 50 ball the way of Goosey, keeping it in the offensive zone. Ball on net, and it hits the post. What a save by Cheeky RL, and now Eastern Idaho have to make something happen here. Only 45 seconds left in game number 1. If you're on the side of Concordia St. Paul, you just got to keep the ball out of your defensive zone. Keep locking down your D zone, playing smart offensively, and this game 1 is in the bag. Goosey going in hard for that one, contesting in the corner. Keeping the ball in the offensive zone. That is exactly what you need from the side of Concordia St. Paul. Goosey doing what he can. A nice win on the 50 ball from Textic. Now bringing it back the other way. 15 seconds remain. Eastern Idaho has to go for goal. A nice ball there from GPRL, but it gets cleared away by Concordia St. Paul. As the final 10 seconds start to tick away, Eastern Idaho is going to have to keep this ball airborne if they want to look. 2-1 off the backboard. There's an opportunity. Ferris keeping it up. Eastern Idaho not getting the shot they're looking for, and Goosey's going to play it to the ground, and Concordia St. Paul will walk away game 1 victors. A strong start to the series by Concordia St. Paul. You can see the stat sheet here. Millimeter Peter striking first, and Goosey getting that second goal. A great first match between these two squads. A well-even match across both sides. Concordia definitely getting a few more offensive looks than the side of Eastern Idaho Falcons, but nonetheless, it was a close first matchup, and we should have a solid best-of-5 series on our hands here. Yeah, Star League starting out with a bang here. A solid 2-1 game, and hey, man, that's a good way to get into the series, right? Both teams a little bit of a feeling out process, right? Trying to really get a vibe and a feel for what kind of tempo these teams are playing. I mean, props to Concordia St. Paul coming out of the gate, blasting, man. All cylinders firing on go, and that offense was showing through early. As we get ready for game number 2 here. Both teams will be on the same colors, I believe, as we get into it. Game number 2, a 1-0 lead for the side of Concordia St. Paul. And reminder, both squads are looking for that first team to get 3 game wins. As game number 2 starting up now, who will get the ball rolling first? A little bit of a stalemate off the face-off. Lucy playing it off the half wall. Nice touch out to the middle. No follow-up from his team as Millimeter Peter steps up now to the plate. Nice kick out front. Picknick's trying to find something there. Did not get the look he was looking for. Cheeky RL now. Playing it back into his offensive zone. Good stop on a dime from Goosey. Millimeter Peter now trying to play it. Who hits back towards his homie Chick Hicks as he sets up Goosey. Nice little team play there from the side of Concordia. Not going to find its mark, but hey, that's something that you like to look for, right? As soon as you start to see those kind of team passing plays coming through, you know that this teamwork is starting to shine through. Opportunities coming in from Eastern Idaho. And a good clear out from Goosey. A nice flick past the defender. He's got nobody left to beat, and it's a tap in, a freebie the way of Concordia St. Paul as the captain. It's right back to where they left off in game number 1, and such a nice roll around that final defender. Hey man, that's a pretty goal and a strong start to game number 2 for the side of Concordia St. Paul Golden Bears. Face-off going the way of Eastern Idaho. Nice touch for Ferris, but Goosey gets back and makes the save. Clutch play right there, keeping his team up 1 and keeping the other team out of the goal, man. That's the name of the game as a stick demolition comes in for Millimeter Peter. That physicality starting to show through. Exactly what you like to see. Nice setup off the backboard. Goosey with another follow-up touch. Gets cleared out by Ferris. Good defensive play there. Millimeter Peter back to the corner to play it. Gets around one defender. Can't get the second though as Ferris takes that one away. But Goosey picking it up and playing it into the corner now. Looking for more. Nice setup shot. Nick Hicks comes in with a big shot and scores. 2-0 lead. The way of Concordia St. Paul. And look at this setup from Goosey. Such a nice backdoor pass. Nick Hicks goes up and puts it down. 2-0 lead the way of Concordia St. Paul. Eastern Idaho is going to have to find a way to start fighting back into this. They keep playing from the back foot here, and it's going to continue to ring out problems and trouble for their side. Goosey back out front. Millimeter Peter gets denied on the 50 ball. Now an opportunity for Eastern Idaho, but Goosey back again to make the save, man. This player is all over the place, and he gets another one. 3-0, the way of Concordia St. Paul. I mean, look at this. Talk about a two-way player. Makes the save in his own end, clears it to the corner, and then rips it from all the way downfield. The long ball will score. 3-0 the way of Concordia St. Paul. 2:58 on the clock, and Eastern Idaho are trying to figure out a way to stay alive in this matchup. So far in game number 2, it has been Concordia St. Paul, and the demolitions continue to ring out for Dick Hicks. Goosey, nice touch into the corner, will not go for follow-up. Nice denial there. Ball back up top, Dick Hicks with the clear, beats Cheeky RL, has an opportunity to push this one through. Nice stop there. Ferris still clears it out. Dangerous ball for a second. Goosey off the top of the roof. Save made by Cheeky RL. Dick Hicks with the follow-up off the crossbar. Not going to find its mark. Goosey on the secondary shot. It's denied. And Concordia ringing out shots from left and right now. University of Eastern Idaho are lucky to be in this one. I mean, only down 3. The shots continuing to pile on here for the side of Concordia St. Paul. Cheeky RL can't get that touch. Now back in the defensive zone, and this is where the University of Eastern Idaho has been running into problems, not getting the ball cleared out of their defensive zone. In Concordia taking full advantage, keeping the ball in their O zone. Nice touch from Goosey out front, and that is another freebie set up from the captain again. Chick Hicks on the follow-up, and now a 4-0 lead. Look at that touch. beating the defender to the goal. And I mean, that's been the name of the game, right? Concordia winning the battles to the loose balls, getting there first, and setting their teammates up for success. And they've been doing such an amazing job of that here so far. Surely looking to go up 2-0 in the series here. And not getting any offensive opportunities for the last bit. But as I say that, Ferris will find the back of the net from the midfield, off the post and in. And that is, Eastern Idaho finally getting onto that scoreboard. They've needed it for a bit now. But the question is, 1:23 on the clock. Can you put up 3 goals to tie this Concordia St. Paul squad? And, from what we've seen, that's going to be a very tall task to manage. Concordia have been in the driver's seat. They've gotten way more scoring opportunities. And they've been capitalizing. Nice touch from Goosey. Ball out front. Millimeter Peter going for it. Can't find the look. ETRL trying to push it back. Can't beat the defenders. Nice setup for himself, and Chick Hicks buries. That's a hat trick going for him. What a beautiful setup. Knows exactly where that ball's going, and he gets out to the front of the net and buries. I mean, call it the nail in the coffin. 5-1 score lead the way of the Golden Bears. They are doing all the right moves here in game number 2. Exceptional play that we're seeing so far out of this CSP squad. And what a strong start to the Star League. Week 1 as Goosey adds another one to the tally. The captain gets his hat trick as well. Nice pass from Millimeter Peter. Backdoor, just beating Ferris to the punch. And that's just exceptional play, man. Team play has been there all game long. These passing plays that we have seen have been absolute money from the side of Concordia. 40 seconds remains in game number 2, and it seems like Eastern Idaho are just trying to hang on here and hoping for the best in game number 3. But honestly, they're going to have to switch up some kind of play style. They're going to have to try to bring up their physicality or start to contest these 50 balls more often, because Concordia has been winning the races and dominating on the scoreboard. Nice denial there from Goosey, keeping it out of harm's way, and another one on the follow-up, clearing it all the way out to the midfield as the final 10 seconds of regulation will ring out. That's Concordia going up 2-0 in the series now. The way of Concordia St. Paul. That's a great start. 3 goals, 2 assists, 3 saves, the way of Goosey. I mean, that's two-way player, in a nutshell, right? Same amount of saves as he's got goals. That's exactly what you're looking for. And a lot of those saves were really clutch. Keeping that lead early on in the series and not letting Eastern Idaho get on that score tally till about the 1-minute 40-second mark. And frankly, if you don't score till that amount of times left in the match, you're really limiting your chances of success. And it's not like Eastern Idaho are deciding that. It's just been exceptional defensive play from the side of Concordia St. Paul. As we get ready to go into game number 3, and this is match point, folks. The way of Concordia St. Paul. If they win this one, they will close out Week 1 Star League with a clean 3-0 over the University of Eastern Idaho Falcons. Only time will tell if they can accomplish such a feat. As we get right underway, Goosey starting things out as per usual, winning that early faceoff and getting right back to where they left off, keeping that offensive mentality. That's really been attributing to a lot of that CSP success, as the demolition rings out early, and Chick Hicks has been, honestly, the only person I've seen consistently hitting these demos. And I got to give him props. That's the kind of play I love to see when I'm watching Rocket League, setting that tempo, setting the pace, and really dictating how this game's going to be played. Goosey now plays it to the corner. Looking to drop this one out front, kicking it out to Millimeter Peter, but it's a nice clear from Textic. Eastern Idaho, if they want to turn this series around, they're going to have to figure out a way to get onto that scoreboard earlier. That's been the detriment of them the past 2 matches. and they're going to have to find a way to get on that scoreboard earlier. As Texas clears it past the defenders, an opportunity for the side of Eastern Idaho. Nice setup out front, and they do it. Ferris will score the first goal of game number 3. A beautiful play from Texas, bringing it all the way down, and a nice setup out front. Ferris will bury here first for a 1-0 lead, and that's exactly what the University of Eastern Idaho needed. A strong start for game number 3. Now it's on Concordia to bounce back and to get back into this. And that offensive pressure up early. Ferris, though, taps it past the last defender. And Millimeter Peter, that's not something you can afford. If you're the last man home, you got to stay back and defend. You can't go for that pinch because it's going to cost you. Ferris tapping it past that defender, and now moving Eastern Idaho Falcons up 2-0. Their first lead of this series, coming out in game number 3. CSP going to have to bounce back now as Goosey answering the call. Beat one defender, can't get past Cheeky RL. Textic going for the aerial play, now trying to set it up from the corner. Good clear from Thickix, but the follow-up shot from Cheeky RL cannot get the double tap. A good look, and this is a much more fiery Eastern Idaho squad. Nice shot from Chick-Hicks, gets denied by Ferris though. Good demolition from Ferris as well. Chick-Hicks out front, he will bury. 2-1 forward lead the way of Eastern Idaho, but that lead got cut in half. Nice follow-up shot, plays it right into the corner. And a beautiful setup from Millimeter Peter. Getting that one back after that second goal. That's exactly the kind of play that you'd love to see from the coaching staff, right? Getting right back into it, that mental fortitude, and set your team up for success. And Chick-Hicks gonna find another right after the face-off. We're all tied up. Goosey, a beautiful setup from the face-off. It's off the half wall, and Chick-Hicks with a beautifully placed shot beats the Tendy. And we're tied up at 2 with 3:04 to play. Great bounce back from the side of the Golden Bears. Oh, a dangerous ball bounces past the defender, and that's looking on. But Goosey makes the save. How did he get back in time to make that save? What an unreal play from the captain. And a hat trick! No way! My goodness, I mean, talk about the back and forth. I could not believe Goosey got back to make that save, and then to set up his teammate Chick-Hicks. The back-to-back hat tricks, and that is 3 unanswered goals going the way of CSP. What a turnaround in game number 3 here, as this game has been turned completely on its head. What team play from the Golden Bears? I mean, the fact that Goosey gets back and makes that save and finds another. They're starting to run away with it. 4-2, and it's match point the way of Concordia St. Paul. 2:34 on the clock, and Eastern Idaho are starting to get a little bit of sweat around that neck area. Starting to loosen that tee, that tie. This is getting dicey. Well played, Rocket League, from both schools. Right now, Concordia St. Paul making the right moves, and they're looking to walk away with a clean 3-0 Week 1 Star League action. Harris trying to have something to say about it. Has both of his team's goals in game number 3, and he's going to have to add to that tally if he wants to keep his squad in it. Look at that setup ball. Texas will score, and now it is only a 1-goal lead. A nice turnover play from Cheeky RL, knocking that one off of the, I believe it was Chick-Hicks right there. Beautiful takeaway. Still a 1-goal lead the way of CSP. 2 minutes of play left here. Match point the way of Concordia. Eastern Idaho cannot drop this match if they want to keep this series alive. Textic gets denied at the goal line. A nice shot from Ferris. It finds its mark. We're tied up at 4. Man, oh man, this has been a roller coaster of a game number 3 as the lead transitions back and forth, and we're tied up again here at 4s. 1:44 to play, and this one could go either way. Nice face-off win from Goosey. Good clear from Cheeky RL. Goosey at the midfield, winning out on that 50. Has to find more. Drops it up off the backboard. No clear. Chick Hicks gets denied by the 50. Good play from Texic. Goosey back out front, but it's cleared away from Ferris. Cheeky RL planted across field. Dangerous ball. This could be trouble. Doesn't get the clear on it that he was looking for. Ferris now can't find the look. Eastern Idaho starting to be a little bit more aggressive with their challenges. 1 minute remains and 1 goal could be the difference maker right now. 50 seconds on the clock. Cheeky RL trying to push it forward. Texic on the follow-up, but it's Goosey to play it back. The captain scores. 45 seconds to play. CSP regain the lead. It starts out in the defensive zone. A beautiful takeaway. Follows up on his own ball and plays it right underneath the defender. Ferris has nothing to say about it, and it's a picture-perfect goal. Beautiful placement. 5-4 lead to Concordia St. Paul. Ferris now playing it back in Eastern Idaho. It's crunch time. You've run out of time. 30 seconds. You have to tie this up if you want to stay alive. 30 seconds remain. Ball back in the offensive zone, but it's cleared back by Goosey. Trying to burn out this clock. Set up there, out front. A nice touch, but it's denied by Texic. A clutch save indeed. 10 seconds remain. Cheeky RL drops it out front, and that's going to do it. A 2-goal lead with 8 seconds left, and surely that's enough to close out. What a touch from Goosey. Cheeky RL taps it back towards his own goal, and it's going to cost him. 6-4 with 8 seconds left, and all Concordia have to do now is hang on. Nice face-off denial. Ball back out front. Goosey looking for another one, but that's going to do it, folks. A clean 3-0 way of the Concordia St. Paul Golden Bears. In a strong showing, right? Game 3 being the closest match of the series, but Concordia fighting through it, standing tall, and getting the job done. I mean, battling back from down 2-0, 3 unanswered goals, make it 4. They had that 4-2 lead, and then it was Eastern Idaho tying the game back at 4 apiece. And now, I mean, you know, a beautiful, strong finish from the side of CSP, closing out with a clean 3-0 and an excellent performance here in this best-of-5 series. That is going to do it for our Rocket League portion of the stream. But, folks, tonight, that is not the ending of our esports action. We have 2 more Valorant games coming up. One at 7, one at 8:30. So stay tuned. We will be back soon with more esports action.